About 4 years ago, I did a painting on a website. I got a strange comment from some guy named j-lau. Didn't know exactly who it was, but he said he liked the painting of the triangle choke, and it kind of reminded him of who he was. 4 years later, lo and behold, I found out it's Joe Lauzon, the famous UFC fighter. I'm here with him right now. This is Joe Lauzon. This is brother Dan Lauzon. So thanks for coming here, guys. Right now, you both just came off pretty big victories. You just won against Kyle Bradley at UFC Ultimate Fight Night 15, and you just won against the last WCF, Brendan Hoxie. Tonight you just won again in really nice dramatic TKO fashion. So how you feeling right now?
I feel real good, you know. I was telling him after the fight, I was like, man, I was real nervous going in there. You know, I feel like I almost had everything to lose, you know, and he had nothing to lose. So, you know, I was nervous going in there, but I was able to get in there and execute the way I wanted to, so I'm happy.
I saw some new tattoos out there. You mind showing viewers at home what you got?
Yeah, got my ribs done, a little jiu-jitsu, where it's at. What I can always fall back on if my stand-up's not working for me. My main thing is my jiu-jitsu.
Alright, so you fought in Wild Bill's fight night, you fought in CFFC, you're fighting now in WCF, and next you're going to Affliction against Chris Horodecki. What are your thoughts on him?
You know, it's definitely a tough fight, but you know, I think it's a tough fight for him too, because I feel like I'm much better than him on the ground, and you know, he might have the edge on the feet, but you know, I'll just like to come out there and you know, we'll see where the fight goes, and that's it.
I gotta ask about the nicknames for both of you guys now. You are the Upgrade, and you are j-lau. You guys mind explaining what those names are about?
I got stuck with j-lau. Actually, one of my friends, Greg, who went to high school and he trained with us, decided to call me j-lau, you know, just because, exactly for what it sounds like. The Jennifer Lopez, just giving me crap about it. Because everyone says my last name wrong. You know, it's really Lauzon, so that's where the j-lau comes from.
I was saying it wrong too. I apologize.
It's alright, it's alright. Everyone says it wrong.
It's gonna choke me out later, don't worry.
So, you know, so they always started calling me j-lau, and they started calling him d-lau, and, you know, I nicknamed him the Upgrade. You know, like, he's a bigger, better, stronger version of me. You know what I mean? Like, we do a lot of things the same, you know, but he's so much faster and stronger.
Alright, now tomorrow night is UFC 91, and you're gonna have Kenny Florian taking on Joe Stevenson. Now, you have fought Kenny Florian very recently. Who do you pick to win that fight tomorrow?
I think it's gonna be a tough fight. I think that Stevenson's wrestling's probably gonna dictate a little bit more. I think he's stronger. You know, Kenny's more of a cardio athlete. I didn't think he was super strong, so I think Stevenson will take it probably in the third round.
You know, a lot of viewers at home might not understand that there's a little healthy rivalry between your camp and Florian's camp, sit you down. You might explain a little bit about what's going on?
I like Kenny a lot. You know, we really don't care for his brother, Keith. That's really the only one we don't like. Other than that, I mean, we're cool with Sigatong. You know, love Mark Diligrati. You know, the owner and, you know, head instructor over there. You know, perfectly cool with Kenny. Just don't like Keith. I think he's got like middle brother syndrome or something. You know.
All right, interesting. Interesting theories there. All right, I'm gonna ask some embarrassing stuff now. I'd like to know some embarrassing stories you got about each other growing up. Who was the troublemaker and who got blamed for the trouble?
Alright, here's the most embarrassing one. Okay, we're wrestling around in I think it was my bedroom or something, and I tried putting on like the old school wrestling bow and arrow. Okay, long story short, we get locked in this stupid position. He's screaming, it hurts so bad. He pisses himself, goes all over me, left a big stain. I thought it was kind of funny. I was probably like 12, he was probably like, what, 8? A long time ago.
You gotta get him back for that story. You got one of your own?
I don't have any. I can make something up about him though.
I think you should after that one.
No, I can't really think of anything off the top of my head really. That's too embarrassing. So I'll leave that alone.
Mine was embarrassing for both of us.
That's pretty bad, and that's pretty bad, I gotta admit.
I peed on him, so I think I won.
I got the short end of the stick.
Yeah. True.
Right.
True.
So tell us about your gym now. Where is it located? And who are some prospects coming out of that gym now?
Our gym's in Bridgewater, Mass. Used to be Reality Self-Defense, now called Lauzon MMA. The gym's completely changed from when it first started. Started as a karate school, turned into karate and jiu-jitsu. Now it's a full-on MMA gym. LauzonMMA.com. It's actually the gym we both started. I started when I was 17. Danny started when he was like 13, 14?
Yeah, 13, 14.
13 or 14, you know what I mean? The gym's completely changed over. We got a cage in there. We got a couple mats. You know, the place is enormous, really. A lot of good guys coming out of the gym. Joe Cushman, absolute killer. You know, had some tough luck in his last couple fights, but absolute nightmare.
Chuck O'Neal.
Chuck O'Neal
just won the reality fighting 170-pound title.
Tony Leach just defended his 155-pound title. So I mean, we got a lot of guys in the gym. You know, we got a great group of guys. Everyone over there is really awesome. Boy Vlashi, Matt Pastana,
John Howard,
Mike Dunny. We got a great group of guys over there.
All right. Sounds good. Now we know we can see Dan here in the next Affliction show against Horodecki. Now what about you? Do you know where you're going to be next?
I don't know what's next. The UFC keeps telling me to be ready for February. So I don't know who, I don't know when, I don't know where. I just know, somewhere around February.
Do you have any people you would like to fight in particular?
I'd love to fight Kenny Florian again.
Love to get him again.
It's gonna be the monkey on my back always. You know what I mean? It's a local guy. I run into everyone. I see Kenny. I see guys that train with Kenny. I just, and everyone was watching that fight already. Everyone, So I would love to get that fight back. But I mean, really anyone. The 55 division is stacked. I'm sure there's a lot of good fights in that division.
It's a good division. Now, speaking of that Florian match, those elbows didn't happen. Those illegal blows that happened to your head. Do you think the match would have been a little bit different?
You know what? Things
the
happen.
altitude is the biggest thing. The altitude.
I mean,
it's tough.
I thought I was in real good shape. I was in Hawaii. I was doing 5-minute rounds, no problem. And then I get to Colorado, and we were there for I think 2 weeks before the fight. And from day one, we could tell my cardio was gonna be an issue. I was tired after. I wasn't making it through a single round. I was just dying. I almost never puke in training. I was puking halfway through a round, 3/4 of the way through a round, when I should be in fight shape. The altitude I think was a much bigger factor than the elbows, but it certainly didn't help.
All right, well, I wish you gentlemen luck in the future, the Lauzon brothers. And this is for you finally after
Awesome,
4 years
appreciate it.
of painting.
You got an autograph it for me.
You got a little signature right down there.
Oh, nice, already done.
Little
Awesome.
tiny petite signature from the Fight
Sweet.
Nerd. So, thank you gentlemen
Awesome,
very much.
Appreciate it.
Thank
Thank you.
Here at the Lauzon brothers, and they're gonna beat up the Nerd. Well, not today. Dan just fought. I don't want to get him any more injured, So I'm gonna let him beat up his bro right now. After that embarrassing story, why not? All right, so gentlemen, what are you gonna show?
Superman punch.
Superman punch. All right, take it away, gentlemen.
Alrighty, so if you're standing here, bring this leg up like I'm gonna kick him, but I'm really just gonna throw a straight right hand. So as I bring it up, I'm loading up my hips to come down, and I want to come down on it. So it's, and I come right through. When you're going, bah! Go right through. And then I probably just knee him and then just kill him, and it would be a bloody mess.
Once again, the Nerd has been safe from getting beaten up for some brief amount of time, but don't worry, next time I'm sure I'll get mine. Gentlemen, thank you very much. And don't forget to check out LauzonMMA.com for more information about their gym.